Hi, it's James. Welcome back to the channel. So glad you're here. We will get to the four-part series about Jordan Riley and his bashing of charismatic ministers. Last night I found out about Misty Edwards stepping down at IHOP. Now, before I moved here, I spent a couple years up in Kansas City, and for the majority of the time I was there, I literally lived across the street from the IHOP prayer room. I know Misty Edwards. She poured her heart and soul into those worship leaders there inside the prayer room, because there's 12 2-hour shifts. Each shift has a worship team, there's a worship leader, and she was over those people. And I'm telling you, she was one of the nicest and kindest people I've ever met. I'm not justifying any kind of bad relationship. I'm not justifying anything that she's allegedly done, because some of it may not be true. I'm not interested in that right now. Here's what I do know. And I want to, and I did reach out to Misty because I know her. I believe she's a good person. She made some mistakes, but I'm not going to pull away and be like, oh, I can't have her as a friend anymore. No, that's not how I do things. First thing I'm going to do is I'm going to pray for her. And I suggest that you do the same for not only her, but for Mike Bickle and for anybody associated with IHOP. We need to pray for them. But there's another thing that I thought of. I mean, literally in line at Cane's last night to get dinner for my wife and I. And it's weird when God gives you a word, because the thing that kept coming up was self-care. See, a lot of times when people are in ministry, they give their heart and soul into everything they do. They're working 10, 12 hours a day. And they get burned out. And all of a sudden they realize, oh yeah, I do have needs. And then bad stuff happens. So here's what I'm going to tell anybody, not just people in ministry. This applies to all Christians. We are, and I read this from Stephen Covey a long time ago, we are four-part beings: mental, emotional, physical, and spiritual. And the reason that God initiated a Sabbath in the Old Testament, and we need to have a day of rest as well, is because we need to take care of ourselves also. If you're on an airplane and those masks drop, they tell you to put yours on first and then help someone else. You know why? Because if you help someone else and then you pass out, you're no good to anybody. So, spiritually, obviously, we need to read our Bibles, we need to pray, we need to seek God. But there's the other three. Are you eating healthy? Are you working out? Are you taking care of yourself emotionally? A lot of times I would just go to the prayer room when I was in Kansas City just so I could listen to the worship music and let it minister to me. Now, granted, they're working, but I was a chaplain at a hospital up there. And at the end of the day, I needed to go. I went there sometimes to read, sometimes to pray, sometimes just to listen to the music. And that's how I took care of myself. So I'm strongly, especially if you're in ministry, if you're in ministry, you need to do things to take care of yourself. If you're burning the candle at both ends, you're going to burn out. And that's what I think happened. That's just my educated guess That's what I think happened at IHOP. I think people were go, 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 go. And then when they stopped and they're like, wait a minute, I actually have needs. And you take it to God and you do the things that you need to do, spiritually speaking. Those are spiritual disciplines: to read your Bible, to pray, to meditate, to go to church, to worship God. And we need to take care of ourselves. Otherwise, you put yourself in a state where you're compromised. And when you're in a compromised state, you're likely to do the wrong thing. So, Proverbs 3, 5, and 6, I'll put it right there. Say, trust in the Lord with all your heart and lean not on your own understanding. In all your ways, acknowledge him. He will direct your paths. So in all your ways, mentally, emotionally, physically, and spiritually, we need to do the right things, take care of ourselves so we can serve others. So we will get to that series with Jordan Riley. I'm going to respond to his attack against charismatic Word of Faith preachers. If you are new, please hit like and subscribe. I do want to thank you for being here. Simple fact that you're here tells me you want to grow spiritually, and I appreciate that. So, but understand this. I want you to grow spiritually too, but I also want you to take care of yourself mentally, emotionally, and physically. Eat right, drink more water, exercise. You know, if you're working nonstop, take a vacation. Trust me, in a week and a half, I'm going to take a vacation. I'm going to North Carolina to see family. So, I'm just giving you a heads up, because basically what I'm going to have to do is the weekend before, I'm going to do a bunch of videos ahead of time and then post them while I'm on vacation. So, thank you for watching. I hope you have a great day.